Hi everybody, God, it's been forever. I don't even remember what my fucking intro was. If I even had an intro, hold on, let me... Okay, I'll just explain myself later. Um, okay. So, hi, been a while. I wanted to do a thing to get back into the swing of posting again. This might be a kind of long episode because I'm probably going to go off on a lot of tangents, but there's like a shit ton of things I should probably get out of the way. But I'm just gonna get one thing out of the way before I introduce this episode. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, I'm tweaking! I'm gonna get one thing out of the way. I am a theory and anotherkin. If you don't like it, piss off. I don't care. This is my channel. Don't watch my channel. Simple. But specifically, I am a TKO fictionkin. I don't experience KO. I don't know why. I just experienced TKO. But yeah, that definitely contributes to my bias in these episodes, like how I'm going to rank them. This is a ranking, and I counted. Not all the episodes are here. But most of them are. There's 108 episodes here, but there are 112 episodes of the actual show. So we're missing a few. I might figure out what those ones are when we come across them. Obvious spoiler warning. I'm probably gonna end up recalling what every episode is, some in more detail. So like major spoilers for the entire show and like every single fucking episode. So, and I'm not going to be doing this in chronological order or in order of the show because they weren't placed in order. And because they weren't placed in order, I'm just doing it in the ones that catch my eye. And as you saw earlier, I already placed things. And I think there should be another tier. I don't know if I can add that, though. How do I... Okay, no. Add a row below. Okay, hold on. Fuck off. And then... This... is... God, why am I bad at this? Maybe... I'm just gonna skip straight to F. We're doing grading system letters. Okay, that is because there are a few episodes that I hate with a passion. I hate them. I wish they had not been made. But I'm not the crew for this TV show, and this TV show got canceled like 6 years ago. Nay, not 6 years ago, more like 4. I don't know math. I have memory issues. I literally have memories of a fictional character. I need psychic help. Anyways, so in S tier, starting off, we have I Am Dendy, arguably one of the strongest episodes. I fucking love this episode. I could watch it over and over and over again. It is such a good episode, and is really good, in my opinion, for... Hold on, let me figure out a way to phrase this without sounding like a fucking crackhead. This episode is really good for introducing Dendy as a character. I loved her right off the bat. I was so compelled, and it kind of confused me a little bit on how she didn't know that KO liked POW cards, considering that's like one of his main running gags, is that he carries around a giant fucking binder full of POW cards and never shuts the fuck up about heroes because he's autistic. But so is she. She's painfully autistic, and we love her for that. And then in A tier is KO's video channel, because it is good, but it's not quite as good as I Am Dendy. You know, I Am Dendy was just like another like a step above KO's video channel. Okay, this is kind of hard to look at the tier list. Okay, I think I'm just gonna start doing it from here to here just so that it's easier. Action news. Okay, I'm just kind of placing them there because it's easier for me. Action news. It's kind of forgettable. I believe if I remember this one correctly, Action News... Oh, was it Action News? Was it that one? I believe it was. Okay. So this one did good at, fucking plot and character development at the same time. I do sort of enjoy Dynamite Watkins as a character, but meh. It is one of the better episodes, but it's still just okay. It's not, yeah, this is a really compelling, good episode, and it's not, this is a good episode, this is very decent, moves plot forward, etc., etc., and it's not, I could literally watch this all night long. Just a fucking loop of this. I could watch it all day. Oh shit, which one is this? Ooh. This one does relatively nothing, in my opinion. This does nothing. This one, no. It was mostly just like a self-insert thing for Ian Jones Cordy's other work, which I'm sure is very good. But personally, after realizing that, after learning that out, I did not feel compelled to read the thing. I actually felt not at all compelled. I just didn't. It didn't do anything for me. I don't know. Wasn't a great episode. Is this all in the action? No, this is back in action. Back in red action. F. Oh, I'm sorry, but all of the red action episodes are going into F tier. I hate them with a passion, and I don't know why. I'm not too sure why. I think it's just because something about red action herself really ticks me off. I hate her. I hate her so much, and I hate having to watch her on reruns. I swear to God, every single time a red action episode comes on, I groan out loud. Every single time, without a fucking miss, I groan out loud. I hate her episodes so much. I don't know why. I just don't like red action. If you like red action, that's fine. I don't care. You can like whatever characters you want. But God, do I hate red action. I don't like her. Do you have any more in the back? Ooh. Okay, this one's decent. I do like it a lot, and I think that's mainly because I'm into like backrooms and liminal space sort of things, and I really love the idea that the the underground or whatever of the plaza is just like this weird liminal space mech. Like the room that at the end of the episode where they're fighting the mimic in is so cool to me. It's somewhat frightening but really cool, cuz it's like those like mirror mazes without the mirrors. It's just up thousands of pillars endlessly that span into nothing, and it's so cool to me. So cool to me. And I think the fact is that the rooms are randomly generated if you don't have a map is so fucking cool. I just think that's such a cool gimmick. But it's not that great of an episode. Like, it is pretty good. It somewhat, not really, but it kind of regresses rad, but like, it's a pretty decent episode. for what it is. Oh, geez. What is this one? This is Everybody Likes Rad. Oh, I don't remember what this one was. Which is probably a bad sign. If you don't remember what the episode is. And I, just rewatched it. Okay, Everybody Likes Rad. Oh, it's this episode. God, I don't like it. But it's not bad. It's obviously just one of those, one of the main characters gets internet famous, rehashes, but I kind of dig it, and I found the little plot beat about him being stereotyped in the movie, and then him, getting fired and stuff, and thing, really, touching and eye-opening, and then I found it very funny when they were like, this is god-awful, we're throwing it into an active volcano. And I just found that very funny, very humorous. Face Your Fears. Sorry, I just moved so quickly into that one. Face Your Fears. Instant good episode. Face Your Fears is... Okay, hold on. Face Your Fears does a lot. Well, not a lot, but I feel like it fed a lot of theories when it came out. And it did give some explanation, more explanation into why Gar acted that way around Carol a lot in the show. Because, at first we're like, okay, so he's got a crush on her. But then we learned that he both has a crush on her and is carrying some sort of guilt related to her and another dude. And it's like, wow. Huh. Wow. And the episode itself can be rewatched a lot. Not on repeat. And it's not one of the things I think of when I think great episode, but, it is a really decent episode. I personally really like it. Glory Days. Ooh. Glory Days. Fuck. Which one is that? Oh, I feel like I should remember this. No, Know Your Mom is the Cactus Crew run, which, because I am biased towards Cactus Crew, I swear to God, I love his character so much. It's so cool. I love what they did with them. I love the little joke about the dude being dead. I also just love that there's, a running gag with the villains for some reason. Not running gag, but I took notice that the villains seem to have more theming. They either have a lot of theming or zero theming at all, and you can't even fathom what the fuck that character is. Like Vormulax. What the fuck is Vormulax? What is she? What is her purpose? Why does she sound like a fucking porn category? Why? I hate that character's name so much. But other than that, I think she's cool. But Cactus Crew. First off, voiced by the guy that sang, is the lead singer for Korn. Might not be the lead singer, but one of the singers for Korn. And is generally just a really funny and good episode. And it taps into how KO's mind works and how easily he is misled and manipulated. Fuck you, Brandon. Glory Days, I'm still stuck on what Glory Days was. I believe Glory Days was... Hold on. Is this the one where we go back to the... Oh, yeah, this is the one where we... it's this episode. Okay. Okay, so it's not Take a Moment. It's Glory Days. I'll put it there. And see if I change my mind later. Jethro's All Yours is one of the first episodes. It's not bad. Let me change the order of these a little bit. Death is all yours. I do... Okay, hold on. This one might be worse than... Okay. I don't know. I just don't like the episodes where Red's being an overly abundant dick. I know that that's kind of his point. Like, that's his character, but... I just really don't like, it was painfully obvious that he was hurting his friend's feelings. His friend who, by the way, if you didn't know this already, is a child working at a fucking convenience store. It's a 6 to 11-year-old. Yes, that's his literal age. 6 to 11-year-old working at a goddamn bodega. Do child labor laws not exist in this universe? Because I don't think they do. I think if you even mentioned child labor laws to Mr. Gar, he'd start sweating bullets! Anyways. Oh my god, I hate this episode! Sorry. Sorry. This episode... Okay, this episode highlights... Okay, now I'm faced with a thing. Do I want to put this in F tier? Or at the very back of D tier? Because it's not a bad episode to watch. It's just a bad episode to remember and adds fuel to my personal problems. With specifically Carol. Carol, I think, for what she is a pretty decent mom. But also for what she is, she shouldn't treat her child the way that she does. Or at least talk to him. Specifically talk to him. She shouldn't talk to him the way that she does. Because it's very obvious, especially in this episode, that he learns nothing from her sage wisdom. And I don't know, this episode read to me as KO is experiencing body image issues, brings it up to his mom, and his mom basically insults him, and then throws a fucking riddle at him. Like, because I'm pretty sure it went essentially like this, which was like, oh, I'm small. I'm tiny. I don't like how small I am. A pebble in a stream only floats when it's a pebble, not a rock. And he's like, huh, thanks, Mom. That didn't answer what I needed to get answered, but okay. Because whole ass, he's like, I don't like how small I am. This face is the face of him literally monologuing, my mom is a really great mom, but sometimes I have literally no fucking clue what she's talking about. Because she didn't answer his question at all. I don't even know if he asked a question. I don't even remember. He was just talking about how much he doesn't like being small. And her response was that. And it's that doesn't answer your son's question, like, at all. What episode is this? This isn't a title card. What? Oh, this is one of the shorts. This is KO's inner monologue. Okay. I found this one humorous. I'm gonna be with you. I found this one humorous. Yeah, I found this one humorous. That's the one where he meets the can wizard. I just love the can wizard. He's so scrunk. We love him. Lad and Logic, this is a very good episode. I like this episode. I wish my fucking thing would scroll so I didn't have to do this. It's a decent... Okay, hold on. I'm taking this way too fucking seriously for what it is. It gives more backstory to Lord Boxman and Logic. I was actually surprised that Logic was one of Boxman's creations. But, like, you know, sorry, I'm, like, crunching my fists. But overall, I just really like that episode. Oh, Legends of Mr. Gar. Oh, Legends of Mr. Gar. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, Legends of Mr. Gar. That one, strong episode. I really like that. Oh, let's be friends. Let's be heroes, let's be friends. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's think about this. Let's Be Heroes is a good first episode. It's a decent first episode. It even has like a curveball in there. But I think it's just good. I think it goes. I don't hate rewatching it. And it does like good for the thing. Okay, let's be heroes. Let's be friends. I think I'm gonna put it either here or right here. Mainly just because Let's Be Friends. It shows KO's bravery, but it also shows him being kind of annoying. I know that you like get used to the character, but I don't know. It makes me want to peel my skin off. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I think that's a good place for it. And this is also the episode where he gets his job, I believe. I'm not too sure whether that was episode 2 or episode 3. I just know it was not the first episode. The first episode was where he was like, I need to start working here. Oh, let's have a stakeout. Oh, let's have a stakeout. Sorry. Dude, looking at all of these is triggering me. Holy shit. And I don't say that lately. I'm not gonna start like bawling on camera, but like Jesus Christ, this is sensory overload. Let's have a stakeout. I really like this episode. This is a really good episode. I don't know if it's S tier, but I do know that it goes up. Okay, hold on. I'm putting it in S tier. Let's have a stakeout is S tier. It's not as good as I Am Dendy, but it is better than Know Your Mom. Is it Know Your Mom? Yeah, it's Know Your Mom. I thought it was Know Your Mommy for a second. Let's Not Be Skeletons. I really like this episode too, mainly because the little jingle that KO sings, the one's like, look at what that one gets stuck in my head all of the time. I'll just be doing something, and then just a bunch of heartless skeletons. It's such a tune. It's such a goddamn earworm. It lives in my head rent-free. I also find it kind of humorous that there's like a makeshift okay, it doesn't move plot forward. Really, it doesn't really move plot forward. I like that there's like a makeshift standoff, like gun standoff at the end. That was humorous to me. I like that. And also, that was probably genuinely fucking traumatizing for him. Like, imagining your boss threatening to shoot you, and you end up shooting your boss instead. That's fucking terrifying. That entire situation would be fucking horrifying. Oh, let's watch the pilot. Let's take a moment. I really like this episode. Esther. Out of all of these, it's the least good, but it's still Esther. I say that mostly because it moves plot forward very well. In my opinion, it does a good job at explaining things in the plot. And I could rewatch this episode again. There's certain parts that make me eternally cringe. There's also a lot of parts that make me cackle. Mostly elbow Mr. Gar saying, what do you mean she's dating Laser Blast? That is so fucking humorous to me. Something about that makes me cackle. I love Elbow as a character so much. He's such a good character. He's so good. He's so good. Okay, let's watch the pilot. I forget that this episode exists, but it did birth a lot of fan fiction. Like for the like actors AU. And I believe it gets mentioned towards the end of the thing. But I think that I could watch it again. But if I had to choose between watching it and not watching it, I'd probably choose not watching it. My dad can beat up your dad. This episode, man. This fucking episode. Okay. Okay. I'm putting it... No. I'm putting it here. Because... First off, it's funny. Second off, it is very... showing of Carol and KO. Like it shows it fleshes out their characters just a teensiest bit more, which I really like. I like that a lot. I also just find I personally use the "I'll torch you like a creme brulee" insult. I personally use that insult, and at this point it's a funny inside joke with my friends. On the other hand, most of the time they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because people don't know what creme brulees are. For some reason. People just don't know what a fucking creme brulee is, and saying I'll torch you like a creme brulee is like, what the fuck? Did you just cast a spell on me? Harry Potter? What? And it's like, no. A creme brulee is a kind of French dessert. I actually don't know if it's French. Don't quote me on that. And you torch sugar on top. You torch sugar. I don't know if it's sugar. I'm pretty sure it's sugar, though. It might be meringue. I don't think it's meringue. I'm probably misremembering what a fucking creme brulee is, and now I look stupid on the internet. I already looked fucking stupid. It's fine. God damn it. Sorry. This fucking episode. I love it. I love it to death. I also remember it. Oh god, I remember this goddamn episode. Out of obligation. Bring it back. I think, okay, hold on. I think it goes here. Yeah. Because on the one hand, I personally wouldn't watch it on repeat, mainly because it is, like, genuinely fucking triggering for me. I'm not going to explain myself. Fuck you. I can explain myself in a different goddamn episode. Video. Fuck. If you guys want that, if you guys want me to explain myself, I can do that. I might end up doing it anyways, because I don't get a lot of traction on these things. But yeah. As an episode, it is a really good episode, and it does do a lot of, like, explaining stuff. Saying, oh, the racism episode! Anyways, the racism episode. That was such a drastic tone shift. I really like this episode. This is a really good episode. This A tier. Or not A tier, S tier. Sorry, I forget how things work. What? Where did it? Okay, it's coming up here. Okay. There we go. Okay. This is such. We love it. Basically, what I mean by the racism episode is basically Dandy is a different species. She's a kappa. She's a different species, and the kappa species, gets racist remarks made. they are treated like monsters because there was a really old myth about them drowning people. And so people treat them like monsters and they get segregated and stuff in certain ways. And in specifically POW cards. Which is like, God, fucking POW cards are so stupid. But like, they're like baseball cards crossed with Pokemon cards crossed with Magic the Gathering cards. But POW cards, there's no Kappa POW cards. Kappas can't get POW cards because Kappas are seen as monsters. To which, why can villains get POW cards? Are villains not monsters? What about literal monsters? It's the racism episode. And it's basically just an entire episode saying racism is bad, kids. And, like, actually, like, posing the question to people who are racist. Like, do you even know any Kappas, Mr. Cardsley? You don't? So you're just being a bigoted asshole for no reason. Anyways. Racism episode. Really good episode. Most of Dandy's episodes are good episodes. Oh, and look at that! Another Dandy episode. Okay, Dandy, let's be KO. That's a fucking mouthful. Okay. I think this is gonna be the first Dandy episode that I'm not putting on S tier. Not because it's a bad episode, but because it's not as good as her other episodes, but I also just think this episode is really funny. And it's a good episode. It doesn't do much for plot. It does flesh out her character a bit more and shows just how stalkerish she is. I wouldn't necessarily call it stalkerish. But, she definitely has a bit too much detail on her specimens, for me to be comfortable with, but that's her character. I would rather watch it over Legends of Mr. Gore. I don't know if I would watch it over My Dad Can Beat a Beard Up. One last score. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't really like this episode. I don't really like One Last Score. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like One Last Score. I think that's just because, to me, it's really boring. It fleshes out one of the... They're called the Dojo Ladies. But one of the side background characters that KO's mother, Carol, teaches it at her dojo. Her name's Ginger. She used to be a villain. Parents' Day! Oh, Parents' Day! Oh, this episode! Let me tell you, this fucking episode, man. Okay, no, get over there. Parents' Day birthed so many fanfics and fan art. This is the hot werewolf, hot vampire episode. I say that mostly on behalf of the fandom. Sorry, it took me a second. Mostly say that on behalf of the fandom, and I'm gonna be real with you. Before I was in the fandom, I knew his face. I knew Enid's dad's face, and I knew I almost said my dad's, which wouldn't be wrong, but, you know, it's confusing to my viewers. And Professor Venomous's face. I already know those two's and thanks faces from the internet. Just from, like, surfing the web. To which when I saw them in this show, I was like, oh, this is where it's the gay, it's the homosexual, it's the furry. I lost my mind. Oh god, I made my head spin doing that. I'm fucking thirsty, Jesus. Okay, this is gonna be loud. I'm gonna open a can real quick. Sorry, I did not give you enough time to prepare for that. I am so sorry. Ignore how it's like 12 a.m. and I just cracked open a can of liquid. Move over. I don't trust you not to knock my things over. I also personally hate myself for putting them so close to my records, but you know, that doesn't fucking matter. Plaza Olympics, it gets brought up later. I'd rather watch it over Everybody Likes Rad, but I wouldn't rather watch it over the first episode. Plaza Prom, a decent episode. It's decent. Yeah, it fits there. I don't have much to say about Plaza. Oh, Joe Cuppa, this fucking episode. I like this episode. This episode makes me chuckle. This episode makes me hee 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 ha ha. But it's not that good of an episode. Joe Cuppa's an asshole. But he is funny. To me, at least. I think he's fucking funny. I think he's funny. I don't get why Enid was so impossibly peeved over puns. I don't get how people can be impossibly peeved over puns. Granted, I was raised mostly by my father. So I probably just... Ooh, this one. I don't remember... I can't read that... Okay, Rad Likes Robots. Okay, that's what this episode is. This is the shipping one. This is another one of the shipping fuel ones. Basically a fucking massive slap in the face to is it RR or is it like Ramacles or some shit? And like the people that ship Raymond and Rad rather than Shannon and Rad. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. The hands in this episode go hard. And I mean that as in, like, I don't know why. But, okay, there's that one meme that it's like that one Bluey capsule art style. I feel like everything has, like, cartoons, webcomics. I feel like everything has some variation of that one, insert the title of this thing, art style or, like, writing style or some shit. And this is the better of the one. This is the one that it's like that good. The good OKKO's Let's Be Heroes art style because they get hands. I don't know what it is about that specific art style. It's hit or miss on everything else, but hands and KO specifically. I don't know what it is about the way they draw KO, like that animation style, but it's really good. I look at KO, and that's just that, yeah, that's KO. They do a really good job at portraying that. But hands, oh my god, the fucking hands in this art style are so... They get hands right. They're so good at drawing hands. Kudos to whoever the fuck animated this episode. Okay, what is this? Oh, A Real Magic Skeletons in Brandon's first episode. Kind of forgettable. I don't remember what happened. Oh, this is the one where... Oh, okay. Hold on. Me. Oh, no, come here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Sorry, it took me a second to figure out where I would put that episode, because it is a really good episode in my opinion, but it doesn't do much for moving plot forward. It's just a bit of world building, I suppose, for RMS and Brandon, which are, again, side characters. They work at one of the stores in the plaza where the bodega is located. Second first date. Oh god, second first date. It was at first fuel for what is it, Renid or some shit? Like Radix, Enid. But by the end of it, it was sinking that ship, which I think is really funny. They even say in the show, sorry to sink your ship, bud. Because KO is / was / maybe still is Radix Enid shipper. Which is somewhat humorous, but I just can't fathom those two being together. I I can understand it from like a when they were in middle school thing, but I can't fathom it in. Okay, it's a decent episode. I'm gonna put it there. Actually, I'm gonna put it there. That's where it's gonna go. Okay. Sorry. That's just thing. Ooh, sibling rivalry. This is the episode that introduces Raymond. This is just a really good episode. It's plot building. It shows how abusive and manipulative Lord Boxman can be. Would I put it above Face Your Fears? Yeah, I would. But I'm not putting it... Okay, I might. I will. Okay, I'm putting it above KO's video channel. But it's not S2? Maybe, I might change that. Oh, Stop Attacking the Plaza. Okay, Stop Attacking the Plaza is the episode where Boxman is threatened with getting fired if he can't stop attacking the plaza for 24 hours. And it's just a really good episode. You could rewatch it. Okay. Hold on. I'm learning a lot about myself. Oh, I'm not learning a lot about myself. I'm just showing the world myself. Sorry if this feels like it's taking forever. We have even more to go through, so this might be an over hour-long video. To which I don't care if you don't like that fact. The power is all yours. I don't know if you would call this a crossover episode, but it feels like a crossover episode, and it, like, never gets brought up again, and it doesn't have any other purpose than to be a old people enjoying episode, and, well, not old people, but, like, older people enjoying episode, and a global warming exists, try and stop global warming episode. TKO! My episode. Hi. Hello. My episode. Yippee! Obvious. S2. Do I put it? I will, because I'm selfish. If it will let me. Okay, I guess that's just where it's gonna go, because it doesn't want to let me put anything in front of Dendy, which is fair. But, like, this episode, that's where I get introduced. Sorry, TKO gets introduced. Sorry. This is making my fucking head spin. Again, triggering is all fuck, but you know. Villains Night In. I don't know why they put Villains Night in front of Villains Night Out, but that's what they did. Instant S tier. It is an S tier episode. Sorry, Dendy. That's just where it's going. Villains Night Out. Okay, I don't know if I would put this one in S tier. Actually, no. Okay, I'm putting it there. Why it's going all the way back here, but that one goes back in here is because Villains Night In feels a lot more entertaining and it's very funny. It's got its quippy moments. It shows more of, like, downtime, what the box bots really do. And is, like, you know, it, like, moves plot forward just the teensiest, tiniest little bit moves plot forward. But Villains Night Out makes me want to peel my skin off, and that's mainly because of the way that Boxman acts. But to have him pull an absolute fucking power move at the end there and be like, I'm sorry I got carried away. I just wanted to let them know that I don't care what they think of me. They're never gonna stop me from doing what I want. Whether it's attacking the plaza or this accursed yacht. And then he blows the fucking yacht up. And it's the best shit ever. I instantly gained, like, such respect for Boxman. That was such a fucking power move. I love him so much. He's such a good character. I miss him. He's such a good fucking character. I will do that monologue to myself. Well, it's not a monologue, but, like, you know, I will do that. I'll speak that dialogue in my head or out loud to myself for no reason other than to motivate me. To put that shit on inspirational poster. Because that shit, bro, that shit hits hard. That shit goes so hard. Sorry, if you're confused as to why I just shut my laptop, it's so that my parents, if they do angrily storm in here, don't beat my ass. So I'm gonna pause for a second. I'll be right back. And we're live. Sorry, I just had to, you know, I already explained it. I already kind of calmed down. I don't remember. I think it was Villains Night Out that we were talking about. Next up is We Got Hacked. Now, We Got Hacked was the episode where everything got, like, whack and stuff. It was a good episode. I don't really want to call this episode good. It is an episode. I don't know if it's just me, but it kind of gave me Invader Zim vibes. Like, Organ Harvest vibes. Kinda. I don't know. I would rather watch it than the Plaza Olympics, but besides that, I wouldn't rather watch it than Plaza Prom. We messed up. This episode is so fucking humorous. This episode is funny. Come here, can you please cooperate? Please, that's all that I ask. Cooperate with me. Sorry. We Messed Up is one of is a first season episode. And I think it's really funny because they destroyed a photo that Mr. Gar had of KO's mom, from back when they worked together, before he got fired, to put it lightly. Because he has a crush on her, and that photo, I can fucking guarantee you, if this was not a kid's show, would have stains on it. You know the kind. It's probably where it's framed, so you could just squeegee it. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's awful. That's horrible. Put that back. Sorry. But, like, if they destroy the photo, if they just didn't say anything about it, and they didn't try and fix it, if they had no moral grounds, if they just didn't bother to fix it, he couldn't bring it up to them, and he definitely couldn't bring it up to Carol, because one, that's super weird to bring up to your employees, and one of your employees is the son of the lady you've definitely been jacking off to all these years. And to ask, like, hey, KO, can I get a pic of your mom? Can I get a pic of your mom? It's really weird. I think it's kind of humorous that Carol is just like, Mr. Gar has a photo of me in his office. That isn't weird at all. That's not weird at all. It's just a really humorous episode. I really like this episode. We're Captured. Oh, it's this episode. Okay. We're Captured is a good episode, and it's good mainly because Boxman is really funny in it, and because it progresses plot. Where do I want to put this? I think I would put it right. Would I think I'll put it here. I think that's where that one goes. No, it might be an S tier. I don't actually know. Do I want to put this in S tier? Yeah, I'll put it in S tier. Above thing. Let's take a moment. Stakeout. Is it above Stakeout? It's above Stakeout, but it's below Villains Night Out. I'm gonna put. Okay, there we go. And actually. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be over an hour long. The furry episode! We've got fleas! Okay. I do like this episode. I just don't super care for it. I care for it as a piece of media that, like, highlights furries in a positive way and is like, dude, stop being a cunt. They are doing nothing wrong. Especially for a younger or older-ish audience. But this show kind of fell off. Fell off as in it got cancelled because Cartoon Network is a bunch of bitches. It also kind of makes sense because this is Ian Jones Cordy's work. I'm not like calling him a furry, but like he's. I don't. They. I think are dating Rebecca Sugar. I don't know if they're in a relationship with Rebecca Sugar or not. I just know that they're somewhat related to each other. Because it's like, it's the same person that's intertwined with the person that made Steven Universe. I don't know, man. But I really like Ian Jones Cody's work. Their work is really good. But anyways, back to this episode. I would rather watch it than... I think I'm gonna move this one down, actually, because it's not that good. And stuff... Oh, God, we've got... Go to hell. We got... Okay. Actually... Okay, I think I'm gonna put it there. Because I really don't like this episode, but this episode does really good at separating Enid from, you know, the stereotypical assholes. Like, really it fleshes out her character. But beyond that, it's a painful episode to watch. You're in Control is very triggering for me. It's, like, incredibly fucking triggering. But it is a really good episode. I actually... Okay, hold on. Let me try and remember. You're in Control is... You're in Control... Okay, so TKO rules is where he wrecks the house. TKO's house is where they go halvesies, and You're in Control is, I think, the second appearance TKO makes. I remember this episode, but I don't remember this episode. Oh! Oh, this is the fight with Boxman Jr. Fucking hold on. That took me way too fucking long to try and find a specific image that I didn't end up finding, so I have to go for the raw image, but... Yeah, this meme, but with Boxman Jr. That's the whole fucking bit. Because there's a redraw of this meme with Boxman Jr. that I found very funny. But I couldn't find it. And I spent probably, like, over half an hour just looking for that, and that was really stupid. Anyways, moving on. Oh, did I place it in the right thing? Did I? No, I didn't, because I'm fucking stupid. Okay, so... Yes, maybe... Okay, it goes there. I moved it over here. Okay, that's mainly because... Like, all of these fucking episodes trigger me. Jesus. I'm dissociating. Fucking... It's more entertaining than Mystery Science Fair X, but it's not as entertaining as No More Power Cards. It also adds fuel to the fire of, like, why am I portrayed like a villain so often, even though I can do good things. And I did do good things, you fucking assholes. It's not my fault they fucking followed me. I couldn't have fucking known that they did that until they jumped on me, to which I was very confused. Anyways, You Are Rad. It's a banger fucking episode. I'm joking. You Are Rad is a decent episode. How Rad doesn't know how to spell his name. How he can't just look... Oh my fucking god, I will break my goddamn computer, please. Yeah, there we go. You Are Rad. It's a decent episode. Red is a little regressed. The song is banger. And it does develop Rad's character a little bit. You Get Me. It's that creepy Wizard Man episode. I think. Yeah, it is. Kind of forgettable. It's not that bad. God, I'll fucking kill myself the next time my fucking mouse does that. Give me a second. Technical difficulty. Okay, we're back. Hopefully with the help of Lisa Frank Mouse. This will go a little smoother. And maybe even a little quicker. Fair warning. It does make a lot of clicking noises. Personally, I believe that You Get Me is better than, okay, actually. Okay. It is really good character development, but I feel like it goes just one step behind You Are Rad. You have to care, again, character development for Enid. It's generally just a pretty decent episode. I think it goes... there. Ow. God. Fuck me, maybe. So just moving some stuff around. You're Everybody's Sidekick. I don't remember this episode. This is like the second, or no, this is the third episode. That's the one where it gets that thing. I'm helping. I think this is the one that kickstarted my hate for Red Action. Because she's just a bitch in this episode. I try not to pay attention to this episode when it's on. All I know is that I really want to do a redraw or create like a meme of the like very helpful boy frame, because that was really funny to me. I also like when they do a spin-off of that, but with I think either Daryl or Jethro. They might have done it twice for both of them. Not twice for both of them, but like, you know, like one for Jethro, one for Daryl. But I don't remember. Because my memory is shite. Like, my memory is awful. But overall, this episode is decent. It's not bad. It's just not good. Okay, I don't think it's above Light and Logic, but okay, actually, I take that back. I think it is above Let's Be Heroes, but below Do You Have Any More in the Back? Oh god, this episode, this fucking episode. Negative 100 in the penalty box. I fucking hate this episode. Technically, I think one of the reasons why I hate this episode even more is because I can't tell people not to watch this episode because it is important to plot. Not only because it shows that KO's POW card is buggy, but it also, like, helps with, like, lore things about why TKO is so powerful. It's because he's level 100. Well, technically. I guess since the show portrays him as a villain, he'd be level negative 100, but it's just such a pain to watch, and I fucking hate it. I don't like it. Hope This Flies, I believe, is the Radwing episode. I think. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it is the Hope This Flies episode. This is the one with Dandy, where KO accidentally fucks up his van, and Dandy and KO fix it without Rad's consent, because Rad is, like, stubborn and stuff. And I feel like there was an undertone. I feel like the message it was trying to get across was it's okay to ask for help, but I also feel like in trying to convey that, it was also accidentally telling us, like, if you ask your friend if they need help, or offer them help, and they refuse your help, in favor of helping themselves for, like, something that's really important to them, help them with it anyways. Disregard their boundaries. Because, like, personally, we get it. Dendy's really smart. She's a scientist, Kappa engineer. But, like, just because she's autistic doesn't mean she could disregard others' boundaries. And that's a thing that she struggles with in the show. Like in Mystery Science Fair 1X. I have trauma because of this, where I remember KO asking, like, being like, stop, please, stop, I don't know, stop, I don't want this, please stop, and her just continuing with the test. I also remember him being like, can we just take a time out, please? We please no. Can we take a time out? Like, he wasn't saying let's stop the entire test. He was just saying let's take a time out. But apparently he was just saying, like, I would never do this to you. This is why are you doing this to me? In the episode. So, like, you know, crosswires. I am a delusional bitch. Asshole. I prefer the term asshole. I just need to go to therapy. I am in therapy. But it does show how she struggles with following people's boundaries, and in Hope This Flies, again, we see her struggling with respecting people's boundaries. Sorry, somebody came, like, they didn't come in, but I heard their footsteps. You might have heard it too. But yeah, again, she was struggling with the thing. However, I am moving this episode up over here on A tier because mainly because, one, I feel like Dundee is really strong in this episode, mostly because she is so funny in this episode. She's so funny. I often quote her from this specific episode. You wouldn't want somebody telling you how to fix their baby, would you? If I could fix a child, I would. Line, because it does not get talked about enough. That line is so goddamn iconic. It might not be iconic, but, like, it is one of the lines ever. And I swear to God, if you put that line belongs in an OK KO, let's be heroes out of context. OK KO, let's be out of context compilation. Because that is the funniest shit ever, and taking it out of context, and hell, even with context, it is so out of pocket. It is so incredibly out of pocket. And it's the funniest shit ever. And then to have her at the end, when they accidentally blow up the bodega for, like, the millionth fucking time. Not in that episode, but, like, in the show. Like, for the millionth fucking time. They just love blowing up this goddamn bodega. This poor bodega. Anyways. But for blowing up the bodega, Rad is like, wow, did we blow up the bodega? And she's like, shh, don't draw suspicion to us. I thought that was really funny. I still think that's really funny. God, I love Dendy. I miss her so much. She was such a witty person, and I miss her. And that episode really reminds me of the good and the bad of Dendy. Lord Cowboy Daryl. I believe this episode... I believe this episode goes there. What's the word? Fuck me. It is character development, and it drives the plot forward. I believe Lord Cowboy Daryl might be the episode. I believe Lord Cowboy Daryl is the episode where it ends in him being like, Father! It's just the fucking boxman walks into the sun. And he's like, even though he used to say such mean things to me, he literally mentally and physically abused me, but even though he said such mean things to me, I still want to make him proud. And then he attacks the plaza. Seasons change this fucking episode. It is filler. It is a filler episode. It's not a bad filler episode, but it's a filler episode. I'm not a big fan of filler episodes. But, like, they're there for a reason, and that's because it, like, actually, like, airs on television. Because, you know, this is on the network, you know, on, the Cartoon Network. Oof, sorry, I need to reposition myself on my couch bed. Bed couch. Pull out. There we go, it's a pull out couch bed thingy. Fuck off, I don't care. Convertible. That's a kind of car, you nitwit. But this one, it's filler, it's okay, it's decent. Meh. I would put it right there. Well, it's... Sorry, are you seeing the red from my mouse? Yeah, you are. It's going right there. I need to get... Okay, hold on. Okay. Fuck. What was I doing? I don't remember, man. Right, that's where seasons changes. You can't really see it. That's where seasons changes. Are you ready for Mega Football? Again, sort of filler, but it's more plot-driven filler than anything, because this is where we see the start of the fucking the steroids plot. Yeah, there's a steroids plot in this show. It's like the school pumping their students full of steroids thing. It is important to the plot, but it's not that good of an episode. Okay. They're all very important to the plot and character development, but I just don't really like any of the... I don't like the Red Action episodes, and I don't like the Point Prep episodes. Like, a few of them are okay, I guess. I just don't... I don't know what it is. Be a Team, that's a better episode. I like that one. That one's a decent one. It goes above this one. It does have a major... Not really plot hole, but more like a... It could have worked. Like, they could have done it, but, like, they just didn't. And that's not on the anime. I mean, like, the characters. The characters could have made it work, but they didn't. Mainly because I'm pretty sure it's, like, the point of the thing is that you can't force somebody to, like, saying 7. I don't really get that episode, but it's a good episode. And it's, you know, thing. Bittersweet Rivalry. I don't remember what this fucking episode is. But I feel like I remember what this episode is. Bittersweet Rivalry. I think it's one of the... Can you stop fucking moving? God. Bittersweet Rivalry. Oh, Bittersweet Rivals. Okay, is it that episode? Ah, it's that episode. Okay, it's one of those ones, and because I don't remember it, and because it's not... It is important, but it's not that important. It's also just not a really great episode. Fuck it, I'm putting it in F. I'm putting it at the top of F, because it's not... It's more tolerable than anything behind it. I don't know why this is here. This belongs down here. Anyways, sorry. Carol Quest. Ooh, this one's plot, guys. Ring the plot bell. Sorry. I don't fucking know, man. It seems like the ones that I like are the ones with plot. I just like story-driven things. I wouldn't really put this in S tier. Maybe I'll put it. Yeah, that's fine. That's a decent place for it. It's. Oh god, you guys cannot see this. This is not gonna be a good episode. It's there. I'll give a more, like, saying, Dandy's power. Oh, Dandy's power. Okay. I believe this is the one where we see her super jump. But beyond her super jump, it's not that important. So I'm gonna put it in front of Know Your Mom, but behind Let's Have a Stakeout. Fuck, what is this? Final Exams. This one is important, and it's easier to watch than the other one. Okay, so I'm putting it behind Hope This Flies, but in front of RMS and Brandon's first episode. Let's Watch the Boxmore Show. Cult classic. This episode. I actually lied. Not cult classic. No. I'm lying. I'm lying to you. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's above Face Your Fears, but it's not as good as Stop Attacking the Plaza. My Fair Carol is a good episode, and it's not plot development, it's character development. Do I put this in S tier? Because I like watching this episode, but it's not that good. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it at the very top of A tier for now. Mystery Sleepover. Again, I had to think about what this fucking episode was. Oh. I like it better than Thing, and it does. Okay. Yeah, that's a good place for it. I'm putting it there. So I'm putting it in front of Are You Ready for Mega Football? But behind we've got Fleas. Because it's important to the plot, and it's easier to watch than this one, and this one's more, because, like, this is the one that, like, really spells it out for you, like, this is a steroids plot. Plaza Film Festival. Meh. It's not that good. Doesn't super drive plot forward. It is very filler. Is this Chip's Damage? Or no, this is Point to the Plaza. Point to the Plaza. Pisses me off because I fucking hate Foxtail. I fucking hate her. I wish she would go die. I don't know what it is. What is up? Foxtail. Foxtail specifically just gets on my nerves for plot reasons and for memory reasons. She's a bitch. Fucking hate her. I wish she had not gotten redeemed. I wish they treated her. I wish they did disempower her permanently. God, fuck me, I hate her so much. Anyways, Point attacks the plaza, or Point to the plaza, not Point attacks the plaza. Where do I want to put this? Because it is sort of important to the plot, but not really. It's more of just like a thing to introduce Chip Damage for the steroids plot, and for the whole, spoilers, for the whole, like, he's an android plot. He's a fake hero. But, like, other than that, this episode doesn't really do anything. I'm gonna put it below Bittersweet Rivals, but in front of whatever that one was. Red Action to the Future, again, all the Red Action episodes. Fucking hate them. Soda Genie, I hate even more than the fucking Red Action episode. But not as much as Just a Pebble. But not as much as Just Be a Pebble or You're Level 100. Special Delivery, that one, the song from it is so goddamn banger. I'm so fucking mad that it's not on Spotify. I'm so mad that there's not a full version of that goddamn song. That song is so good! That song is so real. That song is so valid. That song is still fucking prevalent. And that song goes so hard. Swear to fucking God. Swear on my mama, that fucking song goes so hard. Fucking, I miss who I used to be. It's so fucking good, man. Shadow Boys knows what they're fucking doing, bro. I'm pretty sure it was Shadow Boys. I'm not too sure. Anyways. By the way, Shadow Boys is a fictional band in TKO. Okay. But the song by itself thing, this episode also does get on my nerves because it, like, again, it's sort of like, Jethro's All Yours situation where, like, one of the characters is being uncharacteristically mean to the other and not having any self-awareness or, like, it takes Rad literally getting himself kidnapped and, like, break down, almost crying in front of fucking Enid for Enid to realize, maybe I should dial it down a bit. Maybe I'm making my friend feel like shit. Maybe I'm contributing to his facade macho meathead mix. Because I know that he's a softie, but I'm not giving him the space to be a softie. I'm continuing to force him into that stereotype. I'm continuing to, like, push him into this box. Because I'm insecure. I just don't like that that's a thing that these characters struggle with. Because it's such a non-fucking issue. It is an issue that most people don't fucking struggle with. Because most people aren't complete dickbags. Like, I'm autistic, and I make my friends feel like shit, but, like, they do the same to me. Like, we have a similar relationship, like my IRL friends. But, like, when the joke gets considerably less funny, and even if there's no reason for it, I'll just be like, thanks for living, man. Like I try and be uplifting when I can be. But I do have sporadic fits of just bullying people, and that is mostly because I am fucked in the head, and because I realized very quickly that my way of complimenting people doesn't come off as compliments to people. So I just said, if they're gonna take it as me bullying them, I'll give them a bully, because that's apparently what I am. And now I'm trying to untrain myself to do that. But it's a little hard when you still perceive yourself as a bully. Anyways, special delivery. Ooh, okay. It goes there. Okay, so B tier. Behind You Have to Care, in front of Joe Cuppa. Fuck, what is this one? The Perfect Meal. This is the bathwater one. Okay, this one is, again, kind of filler. It gives the tiniest little, like, character thing for Carol. And it gives character development for Beardo. Beardo is one of the side characters. I think it's good where it is. I think, well... I'll put it there. Okay, that's where it's going. So, behind special delivery in front of Jacopo. The sabbatical. I love this episode. This episode slaps. This episode is so good. The sabbatical is so funny, and it's just a really good episode in my opinion. And it covers not talked enough about topic about how teachers can't be fun because the fucking schooling curriculum is so tight that they can't do anything. It's just forced memorization. Okay. So it's going behind your dad. It's going behind my dad can beat up your dad. And in front of okay, Dendy, let's be KO. TKO's house. Okay, this is the halvesies one. This one. This is the secret flipping off frame one that makes me chuckle. I love it. It is also kind of triggering, but it's mostly just chuckle. It's also one of those episodes where it's like, God, these fucking frames, man, and also like, God, this art style. But it's not nearly as bad as one of the it's not the last episode. I think it's the second last episode. I don't know, man, they fucking massacred the second to last episode visually. The second to last episode is animated, sorry to the animators, but like is animated like straight ass. Like, swear to fucking God, they did that episode so fucking dirty for a lot of the frames and for a lot of just that episode. They did it so goddamn dirty. I swear. It could have been so much better, and it just wasn't. And that is mostly because of the visual aspects of it. But it was probably just because they were on like a time crunch and some shit. I don't fucking know. But anyways, TKO's house. This one, God, I love this one. It's also kind of triggering, but again, all TKO's episodes are triggering. Where do I put this one? I put it above Know Your Mom. I feel like I always get Let's Have a Stakeout and TKO's house confused. Okay, I think this is a decent place to put them. So, behind Mystery Science Fair 1X, but in front of Villains Night Out. Because essentially this is the halvesies one, where they try and fight shadowy figure. I almost said shadowy venomous, and I'm like, that's not the right person. It's because it's not. Foot reel, ooh. Sorry. Oh God, don't show that. Fuck you. Kill yourself, please. Everything's going to hell. God. The way I'm holding the camera is such weirdness. Why am I holding it this way? Wisdom, Strength, and Charisma. Again, kind of an ass episode. But better. I'll put it there. So, behind Bittersweet Rivals, but in front of Point Goes to the Plaza. Or Point to the Plaza. You Rolled as an Illusion fucked me up. Because I struggle with derealization issues. But other than that, it's a really good episode. Yeah, so, behind Special Delivery, in front of The Perfect Male. On the Villainy, this is an S tier episode. On the Villainy. Actually, I believe it is an S tier episode, but I just have to remember what this episode was for a second. S tier, such a good fucking episode. Goes in between Villains Night Out and We're Captured. I I do remember this episode, but not enough to describe it. Beach episode, again, filler. Not bad, but I prefer it over Seasons Change, but not as much as thing. Boxman crashes. Again, S tier. S tier fucking episode. It moves plot along. It just, yeah. S tier. Not as good as Let's Have a Stakeout, but not as bad, quote unquote, as Dendy's Power. Crossover Nexus. You already know how I feel about crossovers. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate crossovers. God, I fucking hate crossovers so much. Dark Plaza makes me want to growl. I was watching Dark Plaza and I was like literally growling through it because I fucking hate Foxtail so much. Why did she get redeemed? She did not fucking deserve that. She literally openly said she would kill other superheroes if it meant she could power. She's a fucking hypocritical, thieving ass cunt. I fucking hate her. Why did she get redeemed? She did not deserve that. Anyways, I don't like Foxtail. But the episode as a whole, it is important. Kind of, not really. It's not that important when you think about it. But it's not filler either. It's like a finale or some shit. I'll put it there. Putting it at the top of C tier. GarQuest, one of the better episodes. GarQuest goes... behind Lord Cowboy Daryl, but in front of KO's video channel. Oh, what is this one? Oh, Gar trains punching Judy again. Filler. Better than past. Better. Okay. It's going behind Plaza Film Festival, but in front of one last thing. I'm Jethro. Again, a character development episode, and I really like this episode because Jethro, one of the Jethros gains sentience. I'm not putting it in S tier. I'm not, but I am putting it in front of My Fair Carol. And I'm also moving GarQuest to behind My Fair Carol, but in front of Sibling Rivalry. KO Red and Enid, I did not like this episode. Mainly because it feels like the entire fucking episode is a bunch of out of character moments. Sorry, the camera is not... I suck at camera. I am just looking, I'm spacing out and like just talking and shit, and it's just, no. I need to get a goddamn what? Huh? I need to either get a cameraman or a tripod. I would rather watch One Last Score over KO Red and Enid. But I would rather watch KO Red and Enid over We've Got Pests. KO's Health Week. It's a good episode. Better. I feel like it goes, yeah, okay. So, in front of Your World is an Illusion, behind Special Delivery. Again, it's a fucking crossover episode. I prefer this one over... Okay. I prefer the Sonic one over these ones. But I would... Okay. I don't know what it is. I like the Sonic crossover one, but because I don't like crossovers and because it holds literally nothing to the fucking plot. Fuck off. Because it holds literally nothing to the plot. It's still in F tier. Because I stand by what I say about crossovers. I fucking hate them. They can go die. But it is one of the better crossovers. Monster Party. Again, really good episode. But again, kind of filler. Mostly Enid and Bernard. That's her dad's name. And... is it Winona? That's probably not at all her fucking name, but the hot vampire lady. Which is KO's... not KO. Enid's mom. It's mostly development for... not development. Backstory and development for Enid, but there's a little bit of, like, stuff for those two. Because it takes place at the thing. And it's just a pretty decent episode. I would rather watch it than thing. Bow, bow. 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 I'll put it there. Okay, so behind KO's Health Week, in front of your world is an illusion, and don't mind me just moseying on down right there. Moving Legends of Mr. Gar behind Let's Not Be Skeleton. Let's Not Be a Skeleton. And in front of, like, Inner Monologue. Okay, AU. Oh god, what was this one? This was the interdimensional, the alternate universe Warlock episode. This is, again, one of the episodes that I think spawned even more, AUs out of it. It's a pretty decent episode, in my opinion. Fuck off. Yeah, it belongs there. That's where it goes. That's where it's going. Okay, I don't know if you caught that, but it's going. Behind I'm Jethro, and in front of My Fair Carol. Plaza Alone fucked me up. But for the most part, the entire plot of it is, plot hole. Not really plot hole, more like inconsistency, which I don't really blame. Because typically the first season, especially, like, the first episode is never counted as canon. But, like, the first episode, it's supposed to be his 6th to 11th birthday. But this episode is his 6th to 11th birthday, so it's like, what? Huh? How does that work? But, like, it's a forgivable sin. But I don't really care for this episode. It is also trippy as shit, but I would rather watch Rad Likes Robots, but I would rather watch Plaza Alone than Plaza Film Festival. So D tier, and right there. We're almost done, guys. What is that? Rayway. Sorry, that was really loud. Rayway is the whoa, that was gonna be a slur. Stop trying to call robots slurs. Fuck off. Don't get political on my shit, you fucking cunt. I get political, it's fine. Oh my fucking god. Rayway, it's just a really good episode. Would I put it in S tier? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would put it in S tier. Meep. I think it goes there. No, I think it goes there. So, behind Let's Have a Stakeout, in front of box... Fuck me! Behind Let's Have a Stakeout, in front of Boxman Crashes. Rad's Alien Sickness. I don't like this one. I don't like watching it. I would rather watch it than... these. So I'm putting it between Rad Likes Robots and Plaza Alone, but swear to fucking god, when I first ever saw this episode, I did not catch the title card, so I didn't realize it was a Rad episode, and I thought it was going to be a TKO episode, when I first ever watched the show. I thought it was going to be a TKO episode because I didn't catch the thing. And the whole, like, the way Venomous, like, talks to KO, and the way it's got, like, that suspenseful, like, zoom in, and that face that he makes, it made it seem like he was talking about TKO, to which I got really fucking excited, and then it just turned out to be rad, and it pissed me off, and I no longer like this episode, hate this episode. Sometimes I still forget that this episode is a fucking rad episode, and I'm like, oh yay, TKO episode. Nope, not TKO episode. Fuck this fucking episode, man. Like, cause I swear to God, the way it, like, oh, whoops, oopsies. Fuck off! Jesus! The way it does the thing, this is incredibly uncomfortable. Hold on. Ow. Gotta crack my knuckles. And then, there we go, okay. Attaboy, attaboy. The way Venomous is like, you shouldn't be worrying what it did to you, but what you'll do about him. It is incredibly, it feels like such a fucking, you shouldn't be worrying about what it did to you, KO, you should be worrying about what you're going to do about TKO. Ha ha ha. Thing, and it just didn't. Things. Sidekick Scouts? Okay, I have specific beef with Sidekick Scouts. I'm putting it here. I should put it in the F tier. It sucks that bad. I would even... Okay. It's going behind Red Action to the Future. In front of Soda Genie. I didn't talk about Soda Genie. I kind of glanced over it. Cause fuck this episode. This episode sucks. I hate it so much. Good episode for people who like Ace Attorney, but like I don't. I don't really care for Ace Attorney. I didn't watch it and I didn't play it, so yeah. But Sidekick Scouts, I have a specific beef with the fandom on this one, because in Sidekick Scouts, we meet a character named Combo Breaker, and now Combo Breaker has, like, a mob boss accent, or, like, a New Yorker accent, I don't know what you would call that. He's got an accent to him, and acts in a, childish, very, very annoying way, like, hyperactive, childish way. And has the faintest little sliver of yandere in his character. With one line. A single goddamn line. And then it never gets brought up again. He's just sort of obsessive. But not, like, violent and obsessive. He's just sort of obsessive. There's just one line that it prompts it to be, like, somewhat violent. But the fandom, specifically the shipping part of the fandom, but just the fandom in general, has turned Combo Breaker an annoying brat, not an arrogant brat, just an annoying childish brat, very much a child, into this misogynistic fucking cockblock for KO. Like, they've turned him into a vindictive asshole. For what reason? I don't know. Like, every time I see him in anything when it comes to literature for this fucking fandom, he's never portrayed the way that he's supposed to be portrayed. I think I've only seen one fucking thing where he's portrayed the right way, and it's in a minuscule thing where it's like, oh, hi, master, how are you doing today? And KO's like, oh god, not this fucking guy again. Hey, Combo, can you do me a favor? Anything for you, master. Go bother somebody else. And he does that. That is the only time I've seen him portrayed correctly, because every other time he's either being a creepy rapist, like, or he's just being a cunt. He's just being a cockblock. He's only there to get between Dendi and KO. That's his only fucking purpose in these fanfics, and it's painful. And I hate it, and it's so stupid, and it's so goddamn out of character, and I fucking hate it. Stop putting combo into your fucking shit. Especially if you're gonna portray him like that. God, stop it. Stop it. There's, like, other fucking characters you could do that to. Make your own damn character. Make it Johnny or some shit. Anyways, Super Black Friday! This episode, kind of forgettable. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this episode. It's going between Rad's alien sickness and Rad likes robots. We are heroes. This episode's okay. It's character development for KO. It is a little triggering for me, but only like the tiniest fucking minuscule amount. Yeah, it's going there. Between The Perfect Meal and Joe Cuppa. Wacky Jaxies, I do, but I don't. It's an okay episode, Wacky Jaxies. Yeah, I think that's a good place for it. It's Wacky Jaxies. I'm gonna put this all the way back here. That's a good place for Wacky Jaxies. Because it's a filler episode. We get to learn, the tiniest little bit of character development for one of KO's classmates. It's not a big thing. The big reveal when KO finds out who his daddy is. And that his dad is actually still alive. This is a good episode. This episode also triggered me. It's going between On the Villainy and We're Captured. Or We've Been Captured. Carl! This episode, triggering. I'm not gonna explain myself on that one. Triggering. And it's not really even... Okay, this is... Oh, it's this episode. Okay. Yeah, triggering. Yeah, triggering. Not a great episode. I don't really like it. But it does move plot along, so... Okay. Carl is going between Hope This Flies and Final Exams. Chip's damage is a thing. It's a good episode. It is a plot episode. It is not that good, though. I personally I can kind of snore through this episode. Better than We've Got Fleas, but not as good as RMS and Brandon's first thing. Deep Space Vacation. Again, kind of forgettable. Not bad, just forgettable. I'm gonna put it behind Plaza Prom. And also, whilst we're here, I'm gonna put 20. I'm gonna put Planet X right there. Planet X at the top of C tier. Space Vacation at the very end of C tier. Planet X is a decent episode. But it's not that good. It is mostly plot development for Rad and Rad's species. 'Cause he's, an alien. I don't know what's happening, man. Thank you for watching the show. God, that one made me cry. Pretty sure that made everybody cry. Out of obligation, it is going in S tier. Better than Know Your Mom, not as good as Dendy's Power. And that's mainly because of the feelings it made me feel. KO versus Fink. Triggering episode, but a good one. It's going in S tier, mainly because now I say Mama's Boy a lot. Not the best, but not the worst. It's going here. So it's going behind Let's Have a Moment, but in front of Let's Have a Stakeout. I can't fucking read, bro. Oh, okay, so you're a good friend, KO. Whatever happened to Rippy Root? This is TKO rules, okay. And the KO trap, that one's triggering. What is that? This is a red action episode. You know how I feel about red action episodes. They can go die. Radical Rescue. Radical Rescue. Oh, it's that one. Oh, this is S tier. Oh, this isn't S tier, but you know. Very top of A tier. No. You know what? Okay, I'm putting it here. I'm putting it in S tier. In front of Dendy's Power, behind Boxman Crashes. That's the one where Rad's ex-friends who trained him to be, you know, it's not misogynistic, but like a jockey, macho meathead asshole who bottles up his true feelings and replaces it all with toxic masculinity. There we go. Just taught him to be toxically masculine. I don't fucking know, man. They get owned by Red. Red is like, why does it matter? It doesn't matter. If something doesn't fit your little bubble of cool, you call it lame. That's the real lame thing. You're the fucking weenies. Shut the fuck up. Stop bitching about what you can't control and get off my ass. Okay. Fight to the end. Let's get shot away. Okay. Going to do Rippy Roo. Rippy Roo is character development and backstory and character development, but it's not that good. It's going behind We Messed Up, in front of You Have to Care. Let's Get Shadowing is, again, character development and is very important to the plot. I just don't really like watching it. Mainly because it's triggering. But, like, negative triggers. It is not S tier, but it is very important to the plot. I need to move Face Your Fears, like, right now. Because Face Your Fears is not that fucking good. Okay, so it's going behind the Sobatical, but in front of... Okay, Dendy, let's be KO. And then Face Your Fears is going... behind Hope This Flies, in front of Carl. Okay, so Dendy's video channel, fight to the end. You're a good friend, KO drop. Okay, so I'm gonna go... You're a Good Friend KO is S tier. It is a Dendy episode, and it is one of the better Dendy episodes. This is Dendy character development. You know how I feel about Dendy character development. Okay, so you're a good friend, KO, is going behind KO versus Fink in front of Let's Have a Stakeout. The KO trap, again, triggering, fucks with my derealization, but is important to plot, mainly because of Carl. But in general, yeah, it goes like, it's in front of Carl. And Face Your Fears. So it goes between Hope This Flies and Face Your Fears. Fight to the End is one of the better animated episodes. I really like it. It's the second to last episode. The last episode is Thank You for Watching the Show. That's Thank You for Watching the Show. That's the very last episode, which is a very quick recut. Fight to the End is the second to last episode. Is that the second last episode? Yeah, that's the second to last episode. Pretty sure that's the second to last episode. It's a really good episode. I like watching it. It is triggering. Okay. So it's going behind We're Captured, in front of Let's Take a Moment. TKO rules, very, very triggering. The most triggering out of everything else. S tier though. No, actually not S tier. I think it actually goes more into B tier. Goes into B tier at the very beginning of B tier. And then the very last one, which technically isn't the last one, because like I said, not all of these are the episodes, but you know. Dendy's video channel, this one, okay. I'm going to have to put it lower on S tier because of the animation. This is the one that I was talking about earlier. It has horrible animation. The animation, it's not that it's not fluid, it's that it is a fucking train wreck to look at. You look at it and you want to burn your fucking eyelids. You want to personally rip your eyes out and put them in an acid bath. That it looks so bad. It looks so bad and it pisses me off. It's such a fucking, it's an important episode and you made it look like fucking trash. Anyways, this is almost 2 hours. This is going to be 2 hours. Oh god. I don't know if my editing software can handle this. Dendy's video channel. Yeah. Dendy's video channel is getting put behind Let's Take a Moment, in front of KO versus... No, it's not. I lied. I'm lying. I'm a fucking fat fucking liar. It is... going into A tier, actually. It is going behind the Sabbatical and in front of Let's Get Shot Away. That's the way that I'm doing that. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of this the video. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, it's been a few years. This is the full tier list. I'll say it in a second. Just let me speak. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you made it this far, wow. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I hope you liked it. Any and all hate comments, or more like ignorant comments will be deleted. Because I don't tolerate that shit here. But any open discussions about, like, why you prefer, like, episodes, like you saying, like, oh, I personally just really like Red Action or some shit like that. Like, if it's a respectable opinion that is, like, based on stuff from the show, or, like, your opening discussion about, like, theories or topics about the show, that's fine. If it's like hate, I'll delete it. But, like, if it's something that's, like, oddly negative, anything that's negative isn't necessarily bad, is what I'm trying to get across. But anyways, so in S tier, and this is going from the best episode all the way down to the worst episode. So in order of best to worst. In S tier we have Villains Night In, I Am Dendy, TKO, No More PAL Cards, You Are in Control, Mystery Science Fair 21X, TKO's House, Villains Night Out, All in the Villainy, Big Reveal, We're Captured, Okay KO, Let's Fight to the End. I believe that's what that says. Let's fight to the end. Okay KO, Let's Take a Moment. KO versus Fink, You're a Good Friend KO. Let's Have a Stakeout, Rayway. Oh, it's Project Rayway, sorry. Project Rayway, Boxman Crashes, Radical Rescue, Dendy's Power, Thank You for Watching the Show, Know Your Mom. In A tier, we have I'm Jethro, OK AU Alternate Universe, My Fair Carol, Gar Quest, Sibling Rivalry, Lord Cowboy Darrell, KO's Video Channel, Carol Quest, Stop Attacking the Plaza, Let's Watch the Boxman Show, My Dad Can Beat Up Your Dad, The Sabbatical. That one looks weird, I don't know why. The Sabbatical, Dendy's Video Channel, Let's Get Shadowy. Okay, Dendy, Let's Be KO, Parents' Day, Hope This Flies, The KO Trap, Face Your Fears, Carl, Final Exams, RMS, and Brandon's first episode, Chips Damage. We've got Fleas, Mystery Sleepover, Are You Ready for Mega Football? I think it's Are You Ready to Play Mega Football? Oh no, it's Are You Ready for Some Mega Football? It doesn't fucking matter, man. In B tier, we have TKO Rules, Be a Team, We've Messed Up, Whatever Happened to Ruby Roo, You Have to Care, Special Delivery, Chaos Health Week, Monster Party, Your World is an Illusion, The Perfect Meal, We Are Heroes, Joe Kappa, You Are Rad, You Get Me, Let's Not Be Skeletons, Legends of Mr. Gar, KO's Inner Monologue, Lad and Logic, Wacky Jaxies, Glory Days, Planet X. Oh, sorry, in Glory Days. In C tier, we have Planet X, Dark Plaza. Do You Have Any More in the Back? You're Everybody's Sidekick, Let's Be Heroes. Second First Date, not Red Action, Action News, Beach Episode, Seasons Change, Let's Watch the Pilot, Let's Be Friends, Plaza Prom, and Deep Space Vacation. In D tier, we got Hacked, Plaza Olympics, Everybody Likes Rad, Jethro's All Yours, Rad Likes Robots, Super Black Friday, Rad's Alien Sickness, Plaza Alone, Plaza Film Festival, Gar Trains Punching Judy, One Last Score, KO Rad and Enid. We've got Pests, Let's Meet Sonic. Oh, fuck me, I did it again. Sorry. Oh, I think did I? I might have. I don't know if I did. In F tier, we have Let's Meet Sonic, Bittersweet Rivals, Wisdom, Strength, Charisma, Point to the Plaza, A Hero's Journey. What is that? A hero's fate. The power is yours. Back in red action. Red action to the future. Red action. Judgment Day? Oh, red action's Judgment Day. No, it says Red Action 3 Judgment Day. Sidekick Scouts. Soda Genie. Just Be a Pebble. You're level 100. And Crossover Nexus. And that is the tier list of almost every episode of OKKO. You can find it on, if you want to do this yourself, every OKKO Let's Be Heroes tier list maker. And yeah. Shoot, what was my outro? Oh, it was that thing, wasn't it? What? I'll figure out a new outro, don't worry. But, bye. Come back soon.